Hey there, Capricorn. How are you? It's your Force Fairy here. Nice to see you again, Capricorn. Oh, what's going on with the cast of Capricorn this week? Let's take a look. Earth sign Thursdays, and you're up, Capricorn. 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 What is going on with the cast? With the cast of Capricorns? What are you... let's take it. Look at it. Look at it flip out. Capricorn, you're in your mind. You're in your thoughts. What are you... Why have you trapped yourself into negative thinking patterns? Now, I do have to say this. As a Capricorn sun, we can get ourselves in and out of these prisons. It reminds me of the deck that is, I think it's called the Game of Life deck, and it's the Get Out of Jail Free card, and I believe that's the Devil card, to be honest. I don't know offhand. But with your mind, with the power of your mind, you can get yourselves into these prisons and you can get yourselves out. And so this is a reminder, Capricorn, that whatever you're working on, keep your thoughts positive, because you are a master manifester. And if your mind gets into the negativity, gets into the perfectionism, I suffered from perfectionism for many, many years in different aspects of my life, especially when I was a pianist, when I was a dancer. I would just get so on, it's not good enough, I can do better, it's not good enough, and then critically pick apart anything and everything that I was doing. What got me out of it was, surprisingly, being a mother, because that energy of childlike sense of wonder and playfulness is what raised my vibration through the amazing children that I have, the experiences that I had with them, and I got out of that 8 of Swords energy. Now, what crosses you? Yeah, this has come to an end. Beautiful. With the Death card, you are transforming. You are becoming aware. I'm going to leave a book in the description box. What is it called? I have it. It's blue. It's a beautiful... I actually have a deck of cards from the same author. Oh, I can't remember it now. I'll leave it in the description box underneath recommended reads. And that book really made me aware almost of taking yourself out, bringing yourself, and it's funny that I'm talking to the cast of Capricorns, bringing yourself out of the main role position and listening to how you talk to yourself from a third party position. Those conversations that you have in your head, the positive and the negative, the shadow and the light, the devil and the angel. So the angel is that of hope, is positivity, of you're doing a great job, Capricorn, and that critical self-criticism, that over-analytical, that really doubt and self-deprecating voice is that of the devil. And that's what gets you, that's why the 8 of Swords is the minor to the major arcana of the devil. And so I love seeing that the Death card, this is the transformation, the ending of the 8 of Swords, ending of that negative self-talk. But I do have to say, you will fall back into it. But when you take that position of that third party, when you sort of remove yourself and listen to how you actually speak to yourself in your mind, when you're driving, when you're, I don't know, working out, when you're cooking or cleaning or working, what is it that how are you talking to yourself, Capricorn? And when you learn how to take a step back and learn and listen to how you speak to yourself, that's when you can make changes. With awareness comes change. Yeah, that you are breaking your own heart. And that's what your higher self is saying. You are breaking your own heart, Capricorn, with the negative thoughts and things that you'd say to yourself, the over-criticism. Focus and foundation is you're going deep within. That which you might not see is how you talk to yourself. That which you might not see is the illusions that you tell yourself, that you aren't good enough, that you weren't successful enough, that it's not happening fast enough. In the recent past, Six of Wands, and meanwhile you've had success that other people see, that other people are celebrating. In the future, Queen of Wands, getting your confidence back. I love this energy. This is Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. And there's the King. The King and the Queen, balancing out your masculine and your feminine, balancing out the magic and mystery with reality. The Queen of Wands really does know how to tap into that which cannot be seen with the moon. The Queen of Wands knows that she looks good. She knows that she attracts the attention of all. And the King of Wands, he knows he's a leader. So when you add these two elements together into one single Capricorn, you got a triple threat there. You got a powerhouse, because then that Capricorn will put the work, will start climbing that mountain one step, and it's a very strategic step at a time. If you make one false move, have you ever seen those sort of nature shows? My daughter watches them, and we've seen mountain, like the goats climb these mountains, and they're on these tiny little rocks. You wonder, how do they keep their balance? And then they avoid these big huge birds that will come and just pick them off the mountain and drag them off, and you just go, no. We get so emotionally involved. No, don't fall, keep stepping on those little tiny rocks. How other people see you. They see you exactly how you're treating yourself, through the mind, through the worry, through the anxieties, the fears. Your hope and or fear, and it's a hope, is to stay curious, is to stay in that page, that fresh, new fire energy of curiosity. I'm curious about this subject, and I look it up. I'm curious about that subject, and I research it. I'm curious about this product, about that market, about this, that, and the next. That's curiosity. I'm curious about this culture. I'm curious about this country. I'm curious about this language. I'm curious about this fashion line. I'm curious about whatever it is you're curious about, Capricorn, and the potential outcome. Look at you. Look at you, Capricorn, the King of Pentacles, coming back. Coming back. This is not just the Queen of Pentacles, which is the take care queen. This is Taurus energy. This is you. Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. It's all right there in the King of Pentacles. I feel Taurus. But this is knowing your worth. Capricorn, you have to know you're the GOAT. And that which you might not see, Capricorn, is that you are not accepting the love of others, the admiration of others. You don't even see it. Get into that King of Pentacles energy and see it. Get into that King of Wands energy and know it. Let's go deeper, Capricorn. Let's go deeper. And really take a look at what you've got your mind all wrapped up about. So let's clarify this Eight of Swords for my cast of Capricorns. What is this Eight of Swords? What has Capricorn got their mind all tied up about? Right there. About actions. And again, it's air energy. Knight of Swords. Interesting. Taking action towards this Queen of Wands. And this Queen of Wands is really, I'm going to say, Sagittarius energy for me. It really is. It's magic. So are you getting out of your head? Is this ending with this death card? And are you finding your magic, Capricorn? Let's find out. Yes. Yes, 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 indeed. You are putting an ending to the Eight of Swords. And you are transforming and finding and learning, good, beautiful, learning about your magic, learning about what it is that makes you different from everyone else. Learning, and this is the practical application night. So out of your curiosity, which again, it makes me want to go up to this Page of Wands here as your hope and or fear with this Page of Pentacles. What are you applying? How are you applying your swagger is what I'm hearing. The Ten of Wands. You're turning your back on responsibilities that might not have been yours, that you might have been, do you see it's right above this Nine of Swords, that might not have been yours. Oh, and you know what, when I get the death card twice, and that's transformation, I also feel transmutation of energies. And when you transmute something that is a responsibility, let's use children as an example, and they are a responsibility. Everything to do with them is a responsibility, and you transmute that into the Ten of Cups. So from a heavy feeling of responsibility of the Ten of Wands, you still have to keep those responsibilities, but you don't worry about it. You love it. You're curious about it. And it's funny that I use the example of learning how to get out of my head through my children by seeing and living through the eyes of them through love. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So, where do I want to go next? I want to stay on the fire and go into the past here. What have you celebrated? What victories that I feel, Capricorn, with this Four of Cups, you did not see? Oh, have you not seen your intellect? Have you not seen your ability to communicate? What have you not seen? All the options that you have had in love that you haven't seen, Capricorn, for some of you. That you have actually, and I'm hearing this, you have actually made your dreams come true, Capricorn. You have actually had success in making this Seven of Cups, which is a very dreamy Neptunian card, which makes me want to go down to the moon next. However, you have made these dreams come true with this Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords really knows how to take, and again, I'm feeling this scorpionic transmutation. So taking these ideas, these dreams, that which you only think about, and the Queen then brings them down into reality, makes contracts, has success in signing, and takes action to make these deals. Again, these are the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. These are business ladies, along with the Queen of Pentacles as well, bringing these ideas into reality, taking steps, because these are the masculine elements, the air and the fire element. So let's see what this moon, because again, as I said, very Neptunian sort of energies with that Seven of Cups, as well as scorpionic, right? That's Scorpio right there, and we got it twice. The moon. Interesting. When you find your confidence again, if you haven't already, and this is in the near future, so you will, this is dualistic. This is very powerful energy. Very powerful, with the sun clarifying the moon. And the star? have no idea that the actions that you are taking is going to bring you, I've got to switch, because when I talk about magic, you don't even see with the moon. You cannot, and you're in your head, you cannot see that when you find your Queen of Wands, your magic, when you find your confidence, you are going to have star status. And it's because you have found this balance between the sun and the moon. That's divine masculine and divine feminine oppositions, which create the star. Look at these celestials right here at the focus and foundation. Capricorn. I'm starstruck over this. Let's see what this Three of Swords is about. Higher self. What? The Ten of Pentacles. And the Seven of Swords. Capricorn. Capricorn. I am hearing your higher self's message is that Capricorn is lying to themselves. Capricorn is hurting their own heart with the thoughts that they'll never make that Ten of Pentacles. And even if they have that Ten of Pentacles, they don't see it. They don't recognize it. They don't know that with each pentacle, it's not necessarily numbers in the bank. It's the values that they bring to the table. It's the values that they live by. It's the values that they pass down onto their children. It's the values that their parents taught to them that they teach to others, to their kids, to their community, to other people's children, if they're a teacher. They teach. They're teaching about their magic. And with magic, with the power of communication, with the Queen of Swords, and their warmth and beauty, with the Queen of Wands. And yet, when they're quiet and at home by themselves, they're so self-critical that they're lying to themselves and hurting. They're stabbing their own heart with their own hurtful thoughts. They don't see that they are actually the sun, the moon, and the star. Capricorn. King of Wands. How you see yourself is juggling. Keeping all the balls up in the air. Good. Are you turning your back on self-love to keep all the balls in the air? Because if so, I do have to say this, Capricorn, that I want you, you know what? I'm just going to change it. I want you to focus. He has got determination and focus. All that you are juggling, I want you to turn your back on that. And I want you to focus on you, on your self-love, on your self-care. That's what I want you to do. That's what I want you to do, Capricorn. How other people see you. You've got all of this planted that you're telling yourself isn't enough. You've got all this planted. And this is divine timing. Just be patient for that Ten of Pentacles, because other people see you having done the work, having all the balls up in the air, having all the responsibilities, and having to make a choice. Maybe regarding a lover, a love. So let's see. Do you see yourself as a King of Pentacles or a Page? I see you, Capricorn, as a King of Pentacles. Yes, and when you rediscover your Queen of Wands, your, I want to say, your charming, charismatic, emotionally independent ways, that's when you will really see, as Taurus does, that energy of self-worth. Not a page, but of a king. But you have to go deep within to really find your, not just your soul's purpose, but your light in times of mental darkness. The Four of Cups, that which you might not see, is that, and I don't see this as being defensive, I see this as believing. You need to believe in the cups that are coming to you, the compliments that are coming to you, the admiration that is coming towards you, Capricorn, is real, is truth. And the Queen of Swords knows how to decipher fact from fiction. So I don't want you to say that this Six of Wands, I'm delusional for believing it. Don't. No, 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 Capricorn, no. When people give you a cup of love, a compliment, when they give you admiration, they validate that which you've done, which you might not be able to see because you are the one lying to yourselves. You're deceiving. You are the one that's hurting your own heart when you are sitting on the 10 of Pentacles that you've built with the 7, that you've learned how to juggle everything with the Page and the 2, and you've got the King sitting on his throne. Capricorn, I've got to look up that. I see it, and it's in an ascension. 7, 7, 7. Your higher self is saying, Capricorn, you have the 10 of Pentacles, and you are lying to yourself. You're hurting your own heart. You don't even know. Stop it with this 8 of Swords. Stop it, is what your higher self is saying. Okay, 7, 7, 7. Your magic and manifesting abilities are increasing at this time with the Queen of Wands twice. Yes. Tap into your inner superpowers and release your magic into the world, Capricorn. Beautiful. 710. 710. The power of God is within you. Spiritual experiences are unfolding for you and supporting your expansion into the world. 910. You don't even see it, Capricorn. I want you to see it. 910. You're aligning your energy system with God and the cosmos. Stay light, which is what this Page of Wands talks about, and playful. Stay light and full of playfulness, as this will keep your vibration high. 710. 710. The power of God is within you. I've got it twice, so I'm reading it twice. I've got it here, and I just saw it here. I'm reading it twice. The power of God is within you. And that's what the Hermit holds in his lantern, is the spark, is you are the spark of God. You are a child of God. That's why he wants you to keep your vibration high by being playful, by enjoying your work, by transmuting these responsibilities that into love right here, flanking that Page of Wands. That's exactly what the Death card talks about. Death and rebirth. The death of old Capricorn that puts themselves down, that lies about how you don't have, when you do have everything that you could possibly want. You just don't see it. Now, the power of God is within you. Spiritual experiences are unfolding for you and supporting your expansion into the world. 72. For a lot of you, you are destined to be a star. It's important, 72, to reconnect with yourself, which is what the Hermit talks about, and your internal world in order to experience more clarity in your external world, which is exactly knowing your worth, which is what the King of Pentacles talks about and knows. Taurus energy. Any numbers that you see on my table, Capricorn, that I do not read aloud, those are personal messages for you. Get your book and take a look. If you do not have an Angel Numbers book, go to the description box below, click on the link, and grab yourself a book for all future reads. Last one, 1010. And when I see 1010 like that, I go to the time. There's times at the beginning of this Angel's Number book. So 1010. Capricorn. You are on the cusp of something miraculous. Trust that God and angels are one and are with you now. Know it, Capricorn, because the focus and foundation is the sun, the moon, and the star. And that doesn't happen every day. Know it, believe it, and believe in yourself, Capricorn. Believe in God and believe in yourself. That's what I see for you, Capricorn. And I'm sure I'll see you again. Take care. From your Forest Fairy. Bye for now.